Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Kirill, your justice analyst, and I'm back in order to take a look at the entries for the Eurovision 2025. Today it's time to take a look at one of my personal favorite countries in Eurovision, and it's Malta. Malta still has never won Eurovision, even though they had second place a couple of times, for example in 2002 and in 2005. It seemed like they're really going for this win. But since then, unfortunately, they have never been so close. Almost every year, Malta is organized in a very interesting selection process. They find somewhere in this very tiny country like 30 acts in order to take part there with actually quite good songs. This year, I have not followed the Maltese selection, but now, before filming this video, I have quickly checked all the songs which failed to qualify into the final or were in the final but just didn't win. And I have to say, for me, my personal highlight was Maltese La Daniva. In a very creative, operatic dance song, Heaven Sent. I think with these two entries, Malta would have qualified to the final in Eurovision, which for Malta would be already quite a big success in comparison to their previous years. But I have also already heard that there's a lot of hype around the current Maltese entry, which will be performed by Miriana Conte. Miriana is just 24 years old, but she has tried her luck 7 times in the Maltese selection, and finally with the 7th attempt it worked. From those 7 times, 2 times were in a sort of X Factor show, where she was not competing with her original song, but just performing the covers. And then the other 5 times, including the winning one, of course, it was with the specially written song for her. I have to admit, I was not a huge fan of her style from the previous attempts, and actually none of them has managed to even reach the top 5. I think her best result was 6th place in the Maltese selection. But well, this year I have heard everything is different, so before I will listen to the song, let's just take a look at the lyrics of the song titled Kant or Singing. The message I'm getting here while reading between the lines is definitely that we should not care about what others tell, we should do just what we wanna do. Miriana is singing, why should we let other people decide when we could be having the time of our lives? Just let all your walls down, come and dance to my vibe. And when the people tell you don't be so loud and you have to watch the words coming out of your mouth with hands crossed and not daring to stand out, you should pull up, make them all bow down and shut up and just be real loud. Also, Miriana is saying something about Queen energy and Do Re Mi Fa singing Kant, and Kant presumably means singing in English and maybe not what you were thinking about. So yeah, the text kind of nice, empowering, you know, believing in yourself, doing what you want, not really caring about what others say. And based on the screenshots I have seen on the internet and based on these lyrics, I imagine it will be something probably cheerful, playful, up-tempo. I don't expect any kind of ballad with these lyrics. So yeah, let's just go for the first listen with the official music video, and then for the second one I will take a look at the live performance. So it's my first listen of the MP3 track with a sort of studio performance of the song Kant. Let's see. Gives a little bit of Me Casse vibe, or? What has she just said? She's naughty. Servant vocals, really good. It's totally Me Casse. Yeah. Yeah, while all the other lyrics are in English, this is very much right in your face. her vocals are really good, so really comparable with Destiny even, not just the song. That's really borderline what is allowed, I think, in Eurovision. Really beautiful, really nicely written song. I think it gives a lot of variety as well. Oh, wow. This beat now and then is really cool. I got a secret you should know. Yeah, so very, very naughty Miriana. Well, what can I say about serving Kant? Well, she definitely has served. This was a really, really good performance. Even though it was not a live performance, I just can't imagine how she has really destroyed the stage with the live visuals. But it was already very impressive. It's like a great mixture of being super naughty, of having great vocals, of having great charisma, and just, yeah, giving this amazing radiating vibe. So I think this song can do really well with the right staging, but the song is like very, very much inspired by Me Casse. Even the message, this kind of female empowerment, is kind of similar, and I would say the structure of the song is kind of similar. I can't really say if this one is better than Me Casse or worse than Me Casse. I think they're a bit different from each other, and both really serving, really good. And I will remind you that Me Casse won the semi-final in 2021 and was one of the main contenders to win the contest as well, but also the running order was not so good for Destiny, and in the end, just the 6th place. But I think with this one, Malta can definitely be in top 10 again. But now, let's just take a look at the live performance. Okay, the vocals now in the beginning were really, really shaky. I think she can do much better. Well, maybe she was a bit nervous or tired, not sure. Yeah, all the vocals are a little bit too tight, I would say, but in general she's hitting the notes. I think the beginning she was just starting really slowly. Now it's coming. Oh wow, this was quite a costume change from looking almost like a birthday cake or something. Now to this leopard look. Now she's looking really like a huntress. I think this serving Kant is kind of pre-recorded. It doesn't sound like her voice in the rest of the parts, but maybe I'm wrong. Well, in general, she's singing good. Yeah, there is maybe a little bit of power lacking, but as I said, maybe she was just tired. She's hitting the notes. She should still polish this a little bit. Potential is definitely there. Serving Kant. Yeah, this is definitely pre-recorded. Well, it sounds really cool. I think the visuals are quite clever. I really like the costumes of the dancers, and her costume is just such a contrast. So it definitely adds up to this performance. Very eye-catchy. I just can't get my eyes away from this. Have you seen she was not even playing this tiny guitar? So totally fake. I mean, we know that this kind of instruments are anyway not live in Eurovision Song Contest, but maybe she should learn how to play at least this little part, because otherwise, why do you even have it? Okay, Miriana definitely knows how to sing. As I said, maybe just a bit of nerves. I think in May in Basel, she will just nail it. So they're all serving on this gymnastic balls. Well, it looks actually quite cool, all these pink balls and so on. It's a really nice stage, and I think they have a lot of great concepts already for the Eurovision stage here. Yeah, she is such a diva, such an entertaining performance. I think it's a treat for the eyes for everyone who will watch Eurovision in May. So let's maybe start with a few negatives. So good news, there is nothing what can be solved. So first of all, vocals. I think she can definitely improve. We already saw in some parts of the song how much power she actually has and how good her control of her voice is. It's just not coming through throughout the whole performance. So there are still some parts which can definitely be polished. Secondly, I was a little bit disappointed by the amount of backing vocals used, and especially in this kind of key phrase, servant Kant, I was really hoping that she will sing it by herself. Maybe it's more impactful when it's this pre-recorded track with a little bit of editing on top, but still I would wish that more of it would be live. But with that, actually my minuses conclude, because I think the song is such a banger, it's such a treat for the eyes to watch the full performance. I think they have great concepts there. I'm pretty sure for Eurovision they will even elevate it. This ending with this balls was amazing. I really like the structure of the song, how it's developing, how it's starting kind of slowly, and then, you know, it builds up towards the end, turns into a banger, where I'm pretty sure the whole arena will just go crazy. So Malta, I think, finally brought something what definitely ensures them place in the final. But how far they can go in the final really depends on how they will work on those minuses, which I have mentioned before. But first of all, let's take a look at Maltese history in the Eurovision semifinals when we look only at the televoting. And as you can see, Malta is not doing so well. In the last 15 years, in accordance with the televote only, they have qualified just 5 times. Usually the jurors were the ones who were pulling Maltese entries higher, and now with the lack of jurors in the semifinal, when it's only determined by the televoters, last 3 years Malta failed to qualify on each and every occasion. That's why I think this time the strategy to send very much televoting friendly entry, which is maybe not something for the juries, however I think the juries would also eat it up, is I think definitely a good choice. So you can see that Malta is ranked 25th from all the 31 semifinalists of this year, and even lower on place 27 if we take a look at the 15 years history in the semifinals. So theoretically the record tells us, well, Malta is not a type of a country from which we should expect qualifying, but with this kind of performance I think Malta has it safe. I don't think they will make such wrong decisions with regards to the staging that it will fail. And now taking a look at the running order, you can see that Malta has been drawn second semifinal again, but this time the second half of the second semifinal. So this definitely gives a huge advantage. Malta will perform with the countries like Czechia, Israel, Finland, Denmark, Luxembourg, Georgia, and Serbia. I have already heard Luxembourg entry. It's also kind of a bop entry, but much more innocent than the Maltese one. And I have heard that from Finland comes also some kind of a very naughty performance. So I really hope that Finland and Malta will not cancel each other out. And now it's time to take a look at the betting odds. And as you can see, bookmakers are currently ranking Malta 15th, so below Austria, Portugal, UK, and Netherlands, but above Greece, Lithuania, Ireland, Armenia, and Cyprus. Well, I think this placing is quite justified, taking into account that Malta is usually not a country which we even see in the final, so they don't want to put Malta way too high, but I think with this kind of entry they definitely can get very close to top 10. I think it might get similar result to what Marina Sati with Zari got last year for Greece, so somewhere placed 11 or placed 12. But it all really depends on the live performance, how well it all will come up on stage. I really think that what we have seen now in the Maltese selection is already a very, very good product. If they would just bring absolutely the same performance on Eurovision stage, it would be already in the final, probably somewhere around place 15 to 20 would be my expectation. But they still have so many months to really work on it, to polish it, to really come up with some absolutely crazy and mind-blowing ideas, to really make it one of the most memorable performances of Eurovision history. I think the song definitely has a potential for that. The message of the song, this really naughty message, is definitely something what will stuck in our heads for quite a while, and I hope the performance will be like a second aspect which will make just this entry absolutely remarkable and unforgettable. So that's what I have thought about the Maltese entry. I'm really happy to see that they're bringing something to qualify, to finally be in the Eurovision final, because Malta is very much missed there. If you share my opinion, and if not, definitely tell me in the comments. I'm really curious to hear from you. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, and yeah, I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.